Shirley Temple burst onto the Hollywood scene at just 3 years old, embarking on a journey that was as remarkable as it was challenging. Her infectious energy, combined with a rare talent for singing and dancing, soon charmed audiences everywhere. The studios quickly recognized her appeal and pushed her into a slew of films that showcased her precocious talent, often forcing her into roles that demanded more than her tender age could comprehend. This pressure to perform highlighted her innocence while contrasting sharply with the demands placed upon her. As she became the face of countless productions, behind the scenes the reality was stark. She was being groomed into a brand rather than being allowed to grow up naturally. It was a world of intense scrutiny, an expectation where the lines between child and star blurred. Her legacy, marked by both adoration and the troubling undercurrents of exploitation, reveals the complexities of childhood fame that she had to navigate far too early in life. Despite her widespread appeal and undeniable talent, Hollywood struggled to see Shirley Temple as anything more than the adorable child star she was known to be. As she grew older, she found herself increasingly trapped in roles that relied on her youthful image. The studios profited from the established Shirley Temple brand, which limited their willingness to support her growth as an actress. This typecasting became a significant barrier, as the industry failed to embrace her transition from a child performer to an adult actress. Even with her beauty, grace, and talent, Shirley was unable to escape the public's perception of her as America's sweetheart. The rigid expectations placed upon her hindered her ability to evolve and take on more mature roles. As a result, she was often boxed into juvenile characters, which stifled her artistic development. The lack of opportunities to showcase her range left her feeling constrained, and the industry's reluctance to redefine her image meant that she could not fully realize her potential as an actress. This situation highlights the challenges many child stars face in Hollywood, where the pressure to maintain a certain image can overshadow their growth and aspirations. Shirley Temple's experience serves as a poignant example of how typecasting can limit an artist's career, even when they possess the skills and charm to succeed in a broader range of roles. Shirley's life in Hollywood was marred by relentless exploitation that affected every aspect of her childhood. She worked grueling hours, often without regard for her well-being, while being controlled by family members and industry figures who saw her primarily as a source of income. This exploitation extended beyond the set, as her father mismanaged her earnings, leaving her with a fraction of the wealth she generated. She was subjected to unimaginable pressures to keep performing, often being treated more as a commodity than a child. In addition, her environment was far from safe. Shirley faced harassment and inappropriate behavior from adults on set, further emphasizing the lack of protection for young stars in the industry at the time. Her resilience in the face of these challenges is remarkable, as she continued to perform and maintain a positive public image. Despite the trauma she endured, the pressures of fame and the demands of the industry took a toll on her mental and emotional health, highlighting the darker side of childhood stardom. Shirley's films often placed her in disturbing roles that portrayed her in adult-like situations, far from appropriate for a child of her age. In the Baby Burlesque series, she was forced into roles that were thinly veiled parodies of adult themes, casting her as a street worker or a seductive character. These roles exploited her innocence and subjected her to a disturbing form of hypersexualization, showcasing the dark side of Hollywood's entertainment practices. These portrayals were not isolated incidents, but part of a pattern of objectifying children for the sake of profit. With Shirley bearing the brunt of this controversial approach, her roles often required her to mimic adult behaviors, a jarring and inappropriate expectation for a young child, and one that she had little ability to refuse given her age and dependency on those in charge. The pressure to perform in such a manner not only affected her childhood, but also raised questions about the ethics of casting children in such roles, highlighting the troubling dynamics of the entertainment industry during that era. While Shirley's mother, Gertrude, was present on set as her hairdresser and claimed to supervise her, this supervision often fell short of protecting Shirley from harm. Although her mother tried to keep Shirley safe, her control was limited in an environment dominated by powerful studio executives and directors. Gertrude's presence was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it kept Shirley close, but on the other, it meant she was perpetually exposed to the industry's toxic environment. Gertrude pushed Shirley into the limelight, hoping to live out her own dreams of fame through her daughter, yet was often unaware or unwilling to see the extent of the abuse Shirley suffered. Despite her mother's influence and guidance, Shirley's needs as a child were largely neglected in favor of furthering her career, illustrating the complex and often troubling dynamic between stage parents and child stars. The pressures of the film industry weighed heavily on Shirley as she navigated a world that often prioritized profit over the well-being of its young talents. When Shirley Temple bravely tried to share the painful experiences of abuse she faced, she encountered a heartbreaking reality. Her mother, the person she looked to for support, dismissed her concerns. This lack of belief left Shirley feeling isolated and alone, without the validation she desperately needed. Instead of finding comfort and understanding, she learned that speaking up would not bring her protection or justice. Instead, it would lead to disbelief and further emotional turmoil. This experience compounded her trauma, teaching her to suppress her feelings and navigate her struggles in silence. The emotional toll of this lack of support was immense, shaping her into a resilient yet guarded individual. As she grew, Shirley's isolation highlighted a broader issue faced by many child actors. In an industry that often prioritizes profit over the well-being of its young stars, the absence of a strong support system can leave them vulnerable. Shirley's story serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of believing and supporting those who seek help, especially in a world that can be so unforgiving. Despite the challenges she faced, Shirley Temple publicly praised her mother, expressing gratitude and admiration. She attributed her grounded personality to her mother's influence, describing her as loving and supportive, even though her private experiences told a different story. This positive portrayal reflects Shirley's enduring loyalty to her family and her desire to see the best in those she loved. Even when her family fell short in providing her the protection she needed, Shirley chose to focus on the positive aspects of her relationship with her mother, demonstrating her forgiving nature and deep resilience. Her ability to maintain a positive outlook on her family life, despite its complexities, reveals her inner strength and maturity. Shirley's perspective on her mother highlights a deep bond that transcended the difficulties they encountered. This loyalty and optimism shaped her character and contributed to her success as a beloved actress. Her story serves as a testament to the power of love and forgiveness in the face of adversity, showcasing how one can rise above personal struggles while cherishing the good in family relationship. The Shirley Temple curls became one of Hollywood's most recognizable hairstyles, capturing the hearts of audiences around the world. Each night, Shirley's mother would meticulously curl her hair using small rollers, a process that often left Shirley feeling uncomfortable. Despite this discomfort, the curls became a central part of her public persona, symbolizing innocence and charm. The iconic look was not just a hairstyle, it was a defining feature that set her apart in the film industry. Fans everywhere sought to emulate her style, trying to replicate the bouncy, playful curls that had become synonymous with her image. The pressure on Shirley to maintain this specific look was immense. She endured nightly discomfort, sacrificing her own comfort for the sake of public perception. This dedication to her appearance highlights the intense expectations placed on child stars in Hollywood. Her curls were more than just hair. They became part of her brand, representing the idealized image that the industry crafted for her. Behind the scenes, however, Shirley faced real struggles that were often masked by the cheerful persona her curls projected. The contrast between her public image and private reality reveals the complexities of fame and the sacrifices made by young stars in the pursuit of success. From a young age, Shirley Temple endured extensive beauty routines that were often uncomfortable and demanding. One of the more notorious practices involved vinegar rinses, which were intended to keep her hair shiny and appealing. This illustrates the extreme lengths to which she went to meet the beauty standards of Hollywood, which were particularly stringent during her time. Even as a child, she was expected to wear makeup to enhance her on-screen presence. This included blush, lip gloss, and mascara, which was quite unusual for children in that era. Her morning routine was rigorous and focused on creating an image of perfection that audiences had come to expect from her performances. These beauty routines reflect the superficial demands of the film industry, which often prioritized Shirley's appearance over her comfort and well-being. While she presented a flawless image to the world, the beauty routines she endured served as a stark reminder of the unrealistic standards imposed upon her, highlighting the pressures faced by young stars in Hollywood. Despite her rigorous schedule and the pressures of fame, Shirley Temple remained kind, polite, and approachable, earning the respect and admiration of crew members who worked with her. She was known for her genuine interactions with everyone on set, from fellow actors to crew members, showing a level of humility uncommon among stars. Shirley's ability to stay grounded and maintain a positive attitude in such a demanding industry speaks to her remarkable character. She treated others with respect, valuing the contributions of everyone involved in her productions. This trait endeared her to colleagues and solidified her reputation as Hollywood's sweetheart. Her warm demeanor and willingness to engage with those around her created a supportive atmosphere on set. Many who worked with her recall her as a beacon of positivity, often taking the time to thank crew members for their hard work. This approach not only fostered a sense of teamwork, but also highlighted her understanding of the collaborative nature of filmmaking. Shirley's legacy is not just in her films, but in the hearts of those who admired her for her kindness and humility. As Shirley grew older, she became the subject of intense scrutiny from tabloids and gossip columns, which frequently criticized her appearance and questioned her development. This scrutiny was harsh and unrelenting, with the media dissecting her every move, often in unkind and unfair ways. Rumors circulated that questioned her maturity and even her real age, with some speculating that she was a 30-year-old dwarf pretending to be a child. This constant criticism created an environment where Shirley's sense of self was perpetually challenged by public opinion, illustrating the pressures faced by child stars who grow up under the spotlight. The relentless focus on her life and looks took a toll as she struggled to navigate the expectations placed upon her. The media's harsh judgments often overshadowed her talents and achievements, reducing her to mere gossip fodder. This experience highlights the darker side of fame, where the innocence of childhood is often lost amid the glare of public attention. The public's fascination with Shirley Temple often crossed the line into invasive behaviors that highlighted the challenges of her childhood fame. People would tug on her hair, eager to confirm the authenticity of her famous curls, treating her more like a curiosity than a real person. This lack of respect for her personal boundaries was a constant reminder of the difficulties faced by young stars in the spotlight. Adults and fans frequently imposed on her privacy, failing to recognize her need for personal space and autonomy. Such incidents were not isolated. They reflected a broader issue where the lives of young celebrities were seen as public property, open to endless scrutiny and invasion. The pressure to maintain a certain image while navigating the complexities of growing up in the public eye created a unique set of challenges for Shirley. She was often expected to perform and entertain, even when she simply wanted to be a child. This dynamic illustrates the struggle many young stars endure, where their individuality is overshadowed by their fame, leading to a complicated relationship with the public and their own sense of self. Shirley's roles in baby burlesques and other early films forced her into inappropriate portrayals, including scenes where she was made to act as a seductress or mimic adult behavior. The silent box punishment she endured on set further exemplifies the cruelty of the industry, as young children were disciplined in ways that would be unacceptable today. Shirley's experiences in these films reveal a disturbing trend in Hollywood at the time, where child actors were frequently exploited for the sake of entertainment. This exploitation was masked as comedy or parody, but its effects on Shirley's childhood were profound and deeply unsettling. The pressure to perform in ways that were not suitable for her age took a toll on her innocence. The industry often prioritized profit over the well-being of its young stars, leading to a culture where the exploitation of children was overlooked. Shirley's story serves as a reminder of the darker side of Hollywood, where the pursuit of fame and success could overshadow the need for protection and care for vulnerable young actors. Despite her immense success as a child star, Shirley Temple faced significant financial mismanagement that would haunt her into adulthood. Throughout her career, she earned millions, captivating audiences with her talent and charm. However, her father mishandled her earnings, using them for personal expenses rather than securing her financial future. By the time she reached adulthood, Shirley found herself with a mere $44,000, a shocking amount considering her contributions to the entertainment industry. This betrayal by her father not only stripped her of financial security, but also compounded the exploitation she experienced as a child actor. The income she worked tirelessly to generate was squandered, leaving her vulnerable at a time when she should have been enjoying the rewards of her hard work. This situation sheds light on a broader issue affecting many child actors, who often have little control over their earnings and face the risk of financial exploitation. Shirley's story serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by young stars in the industry, highlighting the need for better protections and oversight to ensure that their hard-earned money is managed responsibly. As she entered her teenage years, her popularity began to decline, and the studios that once eagerly cast her started to lose interest. The transition from being a beloved child star to an adult actress proved to be a significant challenge for her. Audiences, who had adored her as a child, found it difficult to accept her in more mature roles. This shift was evident in her films like The Blue Bird and The Young People, which unfortunately underperformed at the box office. These failures signaled a change in public interest, as the charm that had once captivated millions began to fade. Shirley faced the harsh reality of Hollywood's fickle nature, where new faces quickly replaced those who had once been at the forefront of the industry. Her struggle to reinvent herself as an actress highlighted the difficulties that many child stars encounter when trying to transition into adult roles. The industry, often quick to discard those who no longer fit the mold, left Shirley navigating a challenging landscape. Despite her efforts, the magic that had once defined her career seemed to slip away, leaving her to grapple with the complexities of growing up in the spotlight. During her time in Hollywood, Shirley Temple faced numerous instances of harassment that highlighted the darker side of the film industry. One of the most notorious incidents involved the powerful producer David O. Selznick. In a troubling encounter, Selznick locked Shirley in his office, pursuing her in an attempt to force himself on her. This frightening experience only ceased when she skillfully evaded his advances, showcasing her quick thinking and resilience. Such predatory behavior was not an isolated incident. It was a common occurrence in Hollywood, where influential men often exploited young actresses. The culture of the time placed immense pressure on women in the industry, as they were frequently expected to submit to the advances of powerful figures if they wished to advance their careers. Shirley's experience with Selznick serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by many actresses during that era, revealing the pervasive nature of harassment and the struggles for agency and respect in a male-dominated environment. The stories of these encounters shed light on the systemic issues that have long plagued the entertainment industry, emphasizing the need for change and accountability. In the face of numerous challenges, Shirley Temple demonstrated extraordinary resilience throughout her career. She began her journey in Hollywood as a child star, captivating audiences with her charm and talent. Despite the pressures and difficulties that came with fame at such a young age, she continued to work diligently in the film industry until her early 20s. However, the weight of her experiences began to take a toll on her well-being. In 1950, she made the significant decision to retire from acting, choosing to step away from the spotlight and pursue a different path in life. This choice was not merely about leaving a career. It symbolized a powerful reclaiming of her identity. Shirley sought to distance herself from the roles that had defined her youth, allowing her to explore new opportunities and interests outside of Hollywood. Her retirement marked the end of an era, as she left behind the glitz and glamour of the silver screen to create a new life filled with personal fulfillment. Shirley's resilience throughout her career serves as a testament to her strength and determination to find happiness on her own terms. Following her retirement, Shirley Temple embarked on a successful career in public service, becoming a diplomat and representing the United States in various countries, including Ghana. Her work in politics showcased a different side of her character, one that was driven by a desire to make a positive impact. Shirley's diplomatic career allowed her to use her fame and influence for meaningful causes, and she became an advocate for international relations and humanitarian issues. Her transition into public service demonstrated her commitment to creating a legacy beyond Hollywood, focusing on causes that mattered deeply to her. She worked tirelessly to promote goodwill and understanding between nations, believing that diplomacy could foster peace and cooperation. Shirley's efforts in public service were marked by her dedication to improving the lives of others, and she often spoke about the importance of compassion and empathy in her work. Her experiences in the entertainment industry provided her with a unique perspective, allowing her to connect with people from diverse backgrounds. Through her diplomatic endeavors, she left a lasting impression on those she encountered, proving that her talents extended far beyond the silver screen. Shirley Temple's journey into public service is a testament to her character and her unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Shirley's first marriage to John Ager was marked by significant challenges that tested her strength and resilience. Their union began with a lavish ceremony filled with the hopes and dreams of a young couple. However, as time went on, the reality of their relationship became increasingly difficult. Lieutenant John struggled with alcoholism, which created a heavy burden for Shirley. His battles with addiction were compounded by infidelity, leading to a deep sense of betrayal and heartache for her. As the marriage deteriorated, Shirley found herself in a situation that was far from the fairy tale she had envisioned. The emotional toll of living with someone who was unfaithful and battling addiction took a significant impact on her well-being. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to seek a divorce, citing mental cruelty as the grounds for her separation from John. This choice was not made lightly, as it involved confronting the pain of her broken marriage and the uncertainty of her future. Emerging from this tumultuous chapter in her life, Shirley gained custody of their daughter, which became a pivotal moment for her. It symbolized not only her commitment to her child, but also her determination to create a stable and loving environment. The experience of her first marriage, with all its trials, ultimately shaped her into a stronger individual. She learned valuable lessons about love, independence, and the importance of self-respect. Shirley's journey through her first marriage reflects the complexities of her personal life, especially as she navigated the pressures of a demanding career in the spotlight. Her resilience in ending the marriage marked a significant step toward finding her own happiness and independence, allowing her to move forward with renewed strength and purpose. Shirley's second marriage to Charles Alden Black brought her the stability and love she had longed for throughout her life. Charles, a successful businessman, became her rock, supporting her through both the good times and the challenges they faced together. Their marriage lasted an impressive 54 years, a testament to the deep bond they shared until his passing. This relationship was a stark contrast to her first marriage, where she often felt unappreciated and misunderstood. With Charles, Shirley found a partner who truly respected and cherished her, allowing her to flourish in a way she had not experienced before. The love and support she received from Charles enabled her to enjoy a fulfilling personal life, free from the pressures and challenges that had defined her early years in Hollywood. Their home was filled with warmth and understanding, creating an environment where Shirley could thrive. The stability she found with Charles played a pivotal role in her happiness after leaving the spotlight, allowing her to focus on her family and personal interests. This second marriage not only transformed her life, but also provided her with the peace she had always sought. In her later years, Shirley faced health challenges, including a battle with breast cancer at age 44. She approached her diagnosis with bravery, becoming one of the first celebrities to publicly speak about her cancer, raising awareness for others. Shirley's openness about her illness demonstrated her courage and commitment to helping others, even in the face of personal adversity. Her willingness to share her story highlighted her strength and resilience as she continued to inspire others with her fortitude and grace. Her battle with cancer added another layer to her legacy as she broke barriers in public health awareness. By discussing her experiences, she encouraged many to seek early detection and treatment, showing that even a beloved star could face such a daunting challenge. Shirley's journey through illness was not just a personal struggle. It became a beacon of hope for countless individuals facing similar battles. Her legacy is enriched by her advocacy, reminding everyone of the importance of health awareness and the power of sharing one's story. Shirley's legacy is one of resilience, grace, and unwavering strength, inspiring generations through her life story. Despite the exploitation and hardships she faced, Shirley emerged as a symbol of hope, overcoming her painful past to build a fulfilling life. Her early years in Hollywood were marked by immense pressure as a child star, yet she managed to maintain her spirit and charm, captivating audiences with her talent. As she transitioned into adulthood, Shirley faced the challenges of growing up in the public eye, but she did not let this define her. Instead, she channeled her experiences into a life of service, becoming a dedicated public servant and diplomat. Her work in various charitable organizations and her role as a U.S. ambassador showcased her commitment to making a difference. Shirley Temple's legacy continues to inspire admiration and respect, serving as a reminder of the courage it takes to rise above adversity and the importance of resilience in the face of life's challenges. Shirley Temple's story is a captivating yet sobering look at childhood in the spotlight. As she rose to fame, her precocious dance moves and engaging personality became beloved by the public. However, the pressures of Hollywood shaped her early years in ways that would affect her for life. While her on-screen performances dazzled audiences, the reality of her situation was often laden with stress. Films tailored to showcase her talent often pushed her beyond the comfort of mere play, forcing her to meet adult expectations that were hard for such a young child to understand. Consequently, The film industry molded her image into a carefully constructed brand, sacrificing her natural growth and experiences for commercial success. Every smile and song came with immense pressure, and her parents struggled to protect her innocence amid the glitz. Despite her undeniable talent and charm, Shirley Temple's legacy reveals the darker side of fame. While she achieved remarkable success at an age when most children are simply playing, the cost of that success demands a deeper understanding. Her journey serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges faced by child stars, reminding us that behind the glimmering facade of fame, there often lies an unrecognized struggle for identity